First and foremost, comedy and humor in general is subjective, and not all messages being delivered through comedy are received well by an audience. What is funny for one group of people might not be funny for everyone else, because a joke might be too offensive and, in their views, has gone too far. Satire in general often comes across as negative in its nature, which could sometimes be nasty or grotesque. However, satire isn't necessarily unethical. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the definition of unethical is not conforming to a high moral standard and being morally wrong. Classifying these shows as unethical could be a stretch for some people, as for the most part these shows are making social commentary just by the means of satire. And just a heads up, this next part involves some graphic situations. So sexual situations can be naturally intense for some viewers, but one situation that stood out to me happened in Rick and Morty, in which Morty was almost raped by King Jellybean towards the end of one of the episodes in season 1. Despite this typically being a humorous and raunchy show, this is being presented as a genuinely horrific experience apart from the show's typical delivery, in that Morty is really riled up, and this scene is meant to make the audience feel uncomfortable. From here, the creators made the decision not to make light of this situation and instead use this moment to show how Rick, who is typically a very nihilistic and cold character, to show how he cares for his grandson and takes care of him after this horrific event. On the other hand, characters being forced into being involved in sexual acts isn't always portrayed in this light. In one episode of The Simpsons, Marge was forcing herself on Homer with no ramifications or commentary following, mostly treating the occurrence as a passing joke. In another episode of The Simpsons, Homer was raped by a panda as he went too far trying to entertain his boss, Mr. Burns, a situation that did not need to occur and is often regarded as one of the show's lowest moments by fans. Ethics and humor are mostly mutually exclusive, which makes this a difficult topic to argue. But looking at the delivery of questionable material, people can make better conclusions as to if inappropriate situations are intentionally used to deliver a message or acknowledge the harm of a situation, versus showing an inappropriate situation just to make a tasteless joke.